Second place. So, I just heard yesterday that Walmart said Thanksgiving was 25% more expensive under Biden. That's a big number to me because Walmart is respected. Walmart is Walmart, and they are giving you real prices. So that would mean the whole series of pricing and costs, groceries and everything else, was a con job. They called it affordability, but it was a con job by the Democrats. The Democrats are good at a few things: cheating in elections and convincing people with facts that aren't true. It was 25%. Walmart announced it 2 days ago. This year, Thanksgiving will be 25% cheaper than it was a year ago under Sleepy Joe, as you call him. You said affordability was a con job, and you didn't want it. You said last night you didn't want to talk about affordability. I talk about it. When did I not want to talk about it? I talk about it all the time. We are much better than Biden. Are you arguing with me? A beat of silence passed. Renee could feel the shift in the air, that quiet, unspoken moment where power met resistance, and one side expected the other to cave. She'd seen it before, in briefings, on bases overseas, in training exercises meant to prepare sailors for the world outside the Navy. She knew better than to push, but she also knew her rights. "I'm just saying," she replied, voice calm. "My taillights were checked a few weeks ago, but if there's an issue, I can get it fixed." "Step out of the car." Briggs cut her off like he hadn't heard a word. Renee exhaled slowly. She glanced toward the traffic ahead. No witnesses. She tapped her fingers against the steering wheel once, then reached for the door handle. "Mind telling me why?" she asked. Briggs tilted his head, smirking. "Because I said so." She let that hang in the air for a second, then unbuckled her seatbelt and pushed the door open. The night air was cooler than she expected. She stepped onto the pavement, her posture relaxed, but measured. She wasn't looking for a fight, but she wouldn't be bullied either. Briggs took a step back, scanning her. She could feel him sizing her up, deciding how much he could get away with. "Turn around," hands on the car. This time she hesitated. For what reason? Briggs took a step closer, his smirk disappearing. "Are you resisting?" Renee held her ground. "No, I'm asking a question." A flicker of something crossed his face, annoyance, amusement, maybe both. Then, without warning, he reached for his radio. "We got a non-compliant driver here," he muttered into the speaker. Then louder. "Turn around." Her pulse picked up, but her expression stayed neutral. "Officer, I need you to understand something," she said, her voice low but firm. "I know exactly what I'm allowed to do, and I know exactly what you can't do." Briggs didn't like that. His jaw tensed. "You're under arrest," he snapped, reaching for her wrist. Renee moved before he could grab her, stepping back just enough to avoid his grip. "Under arrest for what?" Briggs pulled out his cuffs. "For obstructing an officer." She exhaled sharply through her nose. So that was his game. Her military training kicked in. Heartbeat steady, breathing even. She knew she had two choices: comply and fight this later, or push back and risk escalation. She wasn't about to become another statistic. With slow, deliberate movements, she turned, placing her hands on the roof of her car. The metal was cool against her palms. Briggs wasted no time yanking her arms behind her back, tightening the cuffs far too much.